Good evening, guys. How's everyone doing this evening? What's up, Constantine? What's up, Ponzi? How are you guys doing? Was trying to get on here for the Asia Open and see if we can grab a move here. I do kind of like the. I don't think that's where the pivot's supposed to be, but I'm more than positive it's not supposed to be there. But we are at a whole number. So you would kind of look for it to bounce here. I mean, are we pretty much at all time highs, or have we pushed up to the 700s before? I'm not sure if I know. Rainy and cold outside. Mm. Let's see here. How'd your trading session go today, Constantine? We pretty much just had to walk away from trading today, man. We just did not want to keep pounding damage, so we just took our loss and walked away. Didn't want to just keep doing damage. Today was kind of a tricky trading session. So five. Do have a pivot here at 597. So if that pivot holds, we will long off that pivot. I mean, kind of thinking it's going to, just the fact that we look very bullish right now. So might even go and just jump in. And if I feel like we're going to lose the 600, we'll just get out. I might even add one more down at the pivot. You kind of want to see it actually just kind of bounce off this if it even gets down that low. We are creating a nice little order block here. It's been pretty rough the last couple of days, man. We're on back to back funded trade losses. So I'm debating on not even copy trading tomorrow and just try to get some little wins in the book. But we haven't gone tilt on our accounts or anything. I mean, they're still intact. We just Just got to make a little bit more to get the payout. That's all. So pretty much after I've taken my losses, I just disconnect from the accounts, and that way we just, kind of just start fresh the next day. We're still keeping our losses about the same, which is around that 130. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We can see how much we lost today. Yeah. So that is something that I've really focused on last year is not to keep trading on your funded accounts. So let's see. We'll see. We can tell you in a minute what we lost today. I don't remember the exact amount. I feel like it was around 140, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, 130. Looks like we lost 130 today. And we lost 140 yesterday, 130 today. So that was my first time having back-to-back losses on this account since we started trading it. Look, I've never had back-to-back losses. Let me see. The 8, the 9. So those are about 3 days apart. So that was my that's March. So that was my 1, 2, 3, fourth loss on that account this month. So fourth loss this month. And it was crazy. If I go back to March, this loss here or here came on the exact same day as that same week as Jerome Powell. It was FOMC week. Damn you, Jerome. I swear, man. From now on, I'm just not even going to trade on freaking FOMC day. I'm just going to completely pass it. Just stay away. Actually, it's going to be a new name next time. It's going to be Wash, something like that. Wash. We Papa Wash. I'm not sure of his first name. We'll have to figure that out and what the new Fed chair's name is going to be. If we lose this pivot here, guys, I will close this trade. That's going to be my line in the sand here because we can always re-enter. I'd rather re-enter. I'm not going to sit through a bunch of drawdown, especially we got 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Because we already hit that first 5 points, and so there's really no reason to sit through drawdown on your runner. I'm thinking that we're going to probably either pull back into the pivot or you're going to pull back into these 2 wicks down at 95. I just know I do not want to be sitting in a trade where I take a lot of drawdown at the top of the hour. What's up, Nick? And because last night I did that. I don't know if y'all remember last night. We had a huge sell-off last night. But we're very bullish tonight. So as long as this pivot holds at 97, we will hold this long. And at the top of the hour, I'm gonna try to just I'm gonna take this to like a very close stop loss because, like I said, I don't want to get caught in the wrong direction at the top of the hour because we could easily sell either direction. Oil has really been affecting the Nasdaq lately, so it's like if oil is skyrocketing. So I'm assuming oil is going down tonight because Nasdaq is going up. So it's just seemed like if you watch oil, we're just doing the opposite. And I didn't even know that was a thing. Was it you that said something about that, Nick? Oh, you got a pivot at 97 too? Yeah. 97 to 95 is my line in the sand. Going to throw some more money at it. Man, I almost want to add another contract here. We are going long, left out just to go into the live. I was long and above the pivot here. So if we start losing this pivot, I will close my trade and we'll just look for another entry. I don't want to hold through big drawdown. What time is it? All right, we still got 5 minutes left, I hope. $97 to $95. There's two 5-minute candles there. No, I didn't trade FOMC. Well, I traded this morning. I took my loss, then walked away. Do you ever stop? Oh, yeah, I move my stop loss all the time. This is not even really my stop loss. I just have my line in the sands that I will close my trade if it cross. So right now the 97 to 95 is my line in the sand. So if I feel like we're going to lose this 97 area, I will close my trade. And we only got about 4 minutes to go, so I will even move this up here. Closer we get to the 8 o'clock hour, because I don't know if this thing's going to have a big pullback. All right, so we'll probably have to close this because, like I said, I don't want to sit through a bunch of drawdown tonight like I did last night. If this can't start popping back up here. I didn't really pull fib on that to see. That was the 50% pullback. So you kind of want to see it start moving back up from here. Yeah, I'm still bullish. I mean, you can see that we're making lower highs. So low, low. Then you're hoping that this will be the next low. So the closer this gets to the top of the hour, guys, I will probably move my stop loss up into this area around the 90. I don't want to get caught in a sell-off at the Asia Open. Because I already hit my first couple contracts. This is my runner that I've just added to is all this is. We only got a minute 50 seconds left too. Yeah, that's a good area too, the 88. Actually, I think that's where I'm gonna put mine. Oh, moving your stop loss. Oh yeah, I move my stop loss all the time. Not. I mean, like I usually have like a hard stop loss most days, like where I try not to risk more than like 20 points, 20 to 25 points. So it looks like we're just going to be kind of stuck here until top of the hour. $35 seconds left. It says you're up $30, zero drawdown, knocked on wood, 3 micros. Nice. I hope so. This could stop me out and we'll just re-enter. If it stops us out, like if it wicks down, stops me out, and if it gets back above the 600, we will re-enter. Looks a little twitchy. Ah. It looks like it's about to stop us out here. Woo, that was, oh, there it goes. I was about to say. All right, so we lost the first 2 contracts. I still like the move to the upside. All right, we'll just wait and see what happens with the pullback here. This is what I didn't want to get caught in. Remember, guys, I got caught in this same thing last night with like this big sell off, and I was not going to get caught in that again. You kind of want to see this right here hold up here. Nick, did you take a lot of trades today, or did you sit on the sidelines for most of the day? Whew. I would assume if you want to use 20 micros to kind of spread out your take profit. I mean, I guess that would be the only reason I would see to use 20 micros. Is that what you're using, Gambit? Is 20 micros? That's pretty wild to me. 20 deep? Usually, anytime I try to go in uh, super over leveraged like that, I usually just get destroyed. I don't know what it is for me trying to trade hot micros. It never works out well for me. So, hmm. Yeah, definitely. The overnight rally was pretty insane. Let's see. %50 is down at the 40s, so I didn't know if we would get a push down here or not. Like if it would just kind of break this leg. How much did I make in these 10 days? I don't know. I haven't really added that up. Now I know I've been red the last 2 days. So we've been red. Yeah, we've had back-to-back losses on our fundeds the last 2 days. I still like the longs. I'm just not sure how much of a pullback we're going to have. Trying to get everything out of the front of my chat here. Sweet. That's pretty good, man. You've been killing it lately. Hopefully that streak will continue into your fundeds. You said you were close to going tilt today? No, this is MNQ. This may be the swing here for us to start moving up. Most of the stuff I enter is just usually off like some type of like pullback or support and resistance. I don't really have much of a like per se strategy in the Asia market. Most nights I'm just looking for breakouts and pullbacks, like off of fib. I'm not sure. I was actually kind of bullish when the market opens. I will probably still look for a long if we get back above 600. Or we can look and see if the 50% of this total leg's going to hold. Let me look at. Maybe possible 33. Oh, you see a liquidity sweep? What's your liquidity sweep? What numbers are you looking at for your liquidity sweep? Are you just looking for to sweep this leg here, then go back through this gap? Okay. So my trade, if we would, okay, so you would be playing it like a inversion gap, inversion fair value gap. Okay. I used to do those. I haven't done those in a while. I used to take them. I didn't ever like go out of my way to look for them, but I would take them if I just happened to notice them. It's been a while since I've taken it though. I know sometimes I'll look for them with the like. I know Methodical Man takes those, and sometimes I'll look for them with Methodical Man with the failed and failed inversion gaps. Dude, this thing just moving 5 or 10 points is like pulling teeth at the moment. Oh, you're looking for shorts, Molly, Millie. I took the long earlier, and right now we're just going to kind of just sit here and just wait and see what happens. I want to say last night I got caught in that big sell off and ended up getting stopped out. Then that thing ended up coming back down. Oh, you're trying to enter a short here? I'm not going to enter. I'm going to wait for either us to sweep that previous leg or the 50% of that leg pullback, or we run down there and tap the 33s. So maybe sitting here for a little bit, because you know how it is when you trade Asia market. You almost just have to sit here and either listen to music or stare at the chat. So it can be pretty tough some nights. Uh, I do have 50K accounts, but I mostly trade 50Ks and 25Ks. Uh, so we're trading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 different accounts. Dude. Oh, never mind. I was like, what is up with that? So we're trading 2 Lucif accounts, 4 Bulanox accounts, and 2 My Funded Futures accounts. No, 4 of them are funded, and 3 of them are evals. Like with Bulanox, so I have 6 funded accounts with Bulanox, but I only can trade 3 at a time. You have to have all 3 of your accounts over the threshold, and I've only gotten 2. And so I would need to make what, 600, so about $750 more to get over the threshold now, because we had those back-to-back losses. So I almost got to where we can unlock a 4th one. Didn't quite get there. When would you switch to live? I'm not really sure. I want to say with Bulanox, I think they start looking into live accounts if you get over $10,000 per account or something like that. Or after the 3rd withdrawal, you can just take out your buffer and close it. The 25Ks only have 1,000 drawdown. I think that's pretty normal, and I think you got to make 1250 for the 25Ks, and to get a payout, you have to make 1,000. The 25K on Bulanox, but you got to think I lost the last 2 days. Remember, so that kind of sucked. So that was pretty crappy that I lost these last couple of days. So remember that one was at 53,000 and that one was at 27,000, but I've had 2 straight losses. So it kind of put me back a little bit. I got to get back to just, I don't know, making better choices in the morning. I've been trading pretty stupid, where they really have not been like clean setups, and with the price action whipping so bad, it's just been whipping me out. They have strict copy trading rules. Okay. I'm not really sure of Apex's copy trading rules. $826, 26,820. Man, I don't know. That's a long ways down there. Ah, I lost it. I didn't know they had copy trading rules either. I mean, I don't know much about that. I thought you can copy trade up to 20 accounts with Apex. Then Nick, I am about $400 in the hole on my Lusa funded. Remember, I took back to back losses on that thing too. So it's been a rough week. So we're going to have to trade small on the Lusa funded so we don't end up blowing it because I only have about $600 in drawdown left. Maybe we get back to our winning ways sooner or later. What's up, Jess? Let's see. I have a future trade copy if anyone wants to check it out. Are you have a trade copier? I know, man. I know. You should. I like last. I guess you had your week or two, and now I feel like I'm having mine, man. It's like no matter what I do, I just feel like nothing goes my way. It's like I'm constantly buying the bottom of the range or just doing stupid stuff. I don't know what it is. I haven't had a. The only thing about the spell I'm having is I'm not blowing up my funded accounts. So that's the only thing that I'm making sure I don't do. I just take my loss and like, okay, got to put it away. Just disconnect and come back tomorrow. That way you don't have to stare at that red. Trust me, it's very tempting to want to get it back. It's hard. It takes a lot of like just willpower just to cut it. Like, okay, walk away. Ooh. See, this is sometimes where I have a hard time like trying to figure out trend. So we didn't make a low, so I would think that we would still be moving back up higher since we didn't take out this leg. Or I mean, if we're going to move down, I'd want to see it break this leg. Retest of possible the pivot or retest the highs. Okay, so you're going to take the only thing about the inverse, it didn't make a new low though, so that really wouldn't be an A setup. I mean, it's an inverse play, but it's not like the little A plus setup where you're making a sweep of a low and you're coming out of a gap. Whatever those rules are for the A plus setups. I would need Methodical Man. He's the one that trades these all the time. But I know Methodical, he still trades these failed inversion gaps. But I know usually he's looking for a high, a low, and for the gap as it closes above the whatever time frame he's doing. It's way too okay. John Carter says it's way too high, so it's not pulled back into discount. Yeah, he's been trading these for a few years. Gold's banging tonight, man. All right, we'll look at gold. New tab here. Now, are you doing the man, that one already hit though, didn't it? Let's see. Yeah, that one already hit. So you would have been long from gold there. Let's see, where else? Is that the only one though? Or is that one? Yeah, so you would have got that one, right? It's a weak looking one, but it's there. Did that pay 5? Let's see. 76. Yeah, 5 points. Look at gold go. So you've just taken the 2 trades tonight on the gold, methodical? Or John Carter? 3 for 3. Where's your third one? I don't see the third one. I mean, I see the 1, I see the 2, unless it's somewhere in this mess here. I don't guess I see the third one. No, the only difference that besides the volume gambit is the constantly whipping back and forth. To me, that's the biggest difference. I almost want to go long here and just see if we can retest the get out of this gap here. I'm not really sure about the shorts, Justin. Oh, that's why that looked weird. I was like, why is my charts not lining up? I was on the 15 minutes. Let's see. Mostly everything I trade is Asia. I just sit there and do nothing. Up 20, down 20, up 20 until a huge volume candle takes it. I know I was so annoyed last night that I closed my trade, man. I should have held that trade last night because we pushed all the way down to the whole number, rejected, and went all the way back up. Just shorted 92 on gold. Why would you short it? What are you doing taking shorts? I didn't think you took shorts on gold. You talking about Asia? Are you streaming tonight, Methodical? Yes, this is MNQ or NQ, but it's micros of the NQ. So is that where you're looking for the pull back up to the 61, 71, or 74%? Yeah, most all my accounts that I trade are 25Ks and 50Ks, so everything I trade is micros. And we may try like a long or something if we can push up, pull back, then kind of push above that pivot at 97. Since we did make another swing here and we didn't break this swing. Okay, so you are going to be trading later. So that's another gold setup here. Right? What time is it? Holy crap, man. We're already back up there at that pivot, guys. Setting my stuff real quick here. Ooh, nice rejection off that pivot. If we get the push down here, I'm gonna look for a possible bounce at the 30s, something like that. If we get the bounce or the push down. What's up, prayer kid? How are you doing tonight? I didn't get filled either. Where was your entry at? Tandem twins. Oh, you did get filled on the pivot short? Nice. I was kind of hoping that we were going to break the pivot. I mean, I guess you could have done it either way. Just did a little test there. Oh, you did not get filled. Okay. I'm going to look for a possible bounce somewhere between what? If we break 30, you got your next pivot all the way at 481, but there's a lot of consolidation down at the what? Whole number at 27,500s. Or you got the previous day high here also. The proper liquidity sweeps finally happening. Did anybody take the position off the pivot? I was actually waiting on the long, so that's why I didn't even attempt it. I was waiting on long. Let me make sure I got this in the right spot. So 35 here. Oh, they front ran you by 2 points. Hmm. That happens to me quite a bit sometimes too. And you know, if you wait for the second entry, you're gonna get screwed. That's usually how it goes. If you front, like if they front run something and it misses you by like that point or two, it seems like anytime that I've tried to take it on the second push, I just get wrecked. So it's sometimes just best not to take that second push. Didn't know if gold would make another push down here to at this other leg, but it looked like it barely missed it. You said you're going long as soon as the price respects the F the fair value gap. I don't like the longs unless we get back above the 600s. That's what I'm gonna try to wait on for that. Either that or I may take a long off of with like maybe like 2 micros or something, just kind of test the waters here at 33 or 35. I'm sorry, 35, 36 area. Let me find. Oh, here we go. You missed out on the long prayer, kid. Dude, gold's just, I think it's on a tear at the moment. We're about to create another ledge on gold here. I was hoping that it was going to hit that 45.80 ledge, but it did not. Oh. So hopefully, since we're done with FOMC, hopefully tomorrow, we may even have news tomorrow, Friday. But let me check real quick. Hopefully, price action gets kind of back to normal. I don't even know what normal means, but April has been a really crappy month for trading. It just seems like ever since the rollover has happened, June contracts have been horrible. At least that's what it's felt like lately. Okay, here we go. Uh, so it looks like UK has their interest rate decisions tomorrow. So it looks like what 7:30, which we shouldn't have to worry about that one. Core PCE index or price index tomorrow. Then Chicago PMI, that usually doesn't do much either. So should be all right tomorrow. We just hope that the 3-star news at 7:30 or 8:30 tomorrow doesn't mess up the charts too bad. So you got about 50 seconds left for a new candle. How much time do we got before the top of the hour? So you're about to have a new 15-minute, 5 minutes, and a lot of time in the nighttime session. Usually you don't get your good moves until what do you want to call it, to the top of the hour. So we got about 30 seconds left on this next candle. Yeah, volumes. It's like that some nights. Some nights we get decent price action. Then there's other nights, man, we're just stuck like in a 40-point range, 20-point range, and you're just trying to scout back and forth. The one thing that I struggle with at nighttime is like seeing trend. I do struggle with that some nights. I feel whenever we're struggling with trend. All right, was that a? Let's see, one. No, see one, two. Yeah, is that a? I think so. The next gold ledge is down at what 40, 45, 80. There's also looks like there's a ledge right here also at 45.87. Don't know how much I like the 45.87 ledge. Let me bring this down so I can see it. Yeah, we trade New York session every day. Even though I've been on a little bit on the struggle bus with the New York session lately, but we do trade it. So we've had back-to-back losses for our funded accounts for the last 2 days. So here, I'm either waiting to see what happens with the 33s or previous day high, or we push back above the pivot here. All we can do now is just kind of sit on our hands. You're better off being short bias when the market is up. Okay, so you're thinking that might be our high of the night, Nick? What time is it? Got about 10 minutes left before top of the hour here. Looks like gold's on its way back to another winner. Let's see. You would have been entered at 87.2. So what is that? 92.2 would have been your 5 points. Or if you went in with one mini, you could have just taken it off at like a point. If you're willing to do that. No, Tracy, don't spam the lobby. All right. We got rid of the spammer. So if you're looking for these gold trades, all you're doing, so if this trade right here hits, that's going to make gold 4 for 4 tonight. So you would have to hit 92. Let's see. Entry would have been 87.4. So actually that would have been 92.5. Is what you're looking for. You can see it already hit here. So what you're doing is you're just buying ledges off of gold. So here's another, like no drawdown on this ledge. It just barely got you in and went. Let's see. I feel like there was another one in here. Oh, it would have been this one here. So this one would have been another one. Even though it's kind of ugly look, it is a ledge. So you got three, it's a 3 candle setup, and you're just looking for the candle in the middle to be the lowest one. So this is 1 candle, 2 candle, made a low. Then here's your 3rd candle, and then you just wait for the pullback to the ledge, then pop. The only thing is it's a negative drawdown. So basically it's got a fairly high win percentage, and I'm still watching it, but I haven't got to the point where I'm super comfortable taking it. I did take the gold trade there for like a point or two because I went in super heavy. Just for the methodical man, because I know that's what he's over there doing. He's over there throwing down one freaking mini, looking for 1 or 2 points to making like $100 off the 10 ticks. But you know how that goes. That thing goes against you. It's gonna f you up. You're gonna hit about $1,500 in drawdown. You made 1250s on the micros tonight. Holy goodness, man. Yeah, I took that one for 120 methodical. I put in the 10 mics for a point. Uh, I was like, why not? I figure you've been doing it. I don't know how many losses you've taken this week from it, but but I know it's very dangerous. I don't think I can do it with the funded. So, uh, Pepper Chaser, we are using Bulanox, Luciv, and my funded futures. Oh, that one that you took was mismanaged. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Nice. Well, shoot, Christy, you might have to come over there and you got to give me some help. I've been struggling the last 2 days. All right, there's another gold. I could have, man, methodical. Why don't you say hold that? I could have got $500. Look, as a $500 winner there, you would have been long from 87.4, and we already went up 5 points. So that would have been your 5 points. So for either $50, or if you got the boys, you can do a whole mini and go for 500. So far tonight, it's 4 for 4. The best one was probably this one. There was no drawdown there, guys. It was just like hit and rip. Was that at the top of the hour? No. Be careful if you're in gold trades because we're about to hit that 10 o'clock hour, and a lot of times at the top of the hour you get a little bump. So that is the one rule that you do is stay. No, well, I took a gold trade off the side, Christy. I got a new account that I'm gonna probably start trading gold with. I want to get better at it. I'm just not comfortable doing it because I haven't had the practice like Methodical Man has had. Methodical Man has taken a lot of gold trades. Even on the bad weeks of gold, it's still like break even or up a little bit of money. At least look for 3 trades a night. If there's at least 3 opportunities a night, because you want to try to make about 150 a night on gold. Now that's just using the 1 micro type deal where you just got 1 micro. Well, how far are you away from your funded accounts? It says three micros, one trade, 3 hours. Wow, that's pretty good, Zach, to hold that for 3 hours. Man, I don't think I've ever held a trade for 3 hours. Well, I don't know. I have held trades for a long time in the Asia market. New York session, 30 minutes, 45 minutes is probably about my max usually. I don't ever get very long trades. Only one 600 and one 1300 on a new one. Okay. I'm assuming you're still slapping the minis on that, Christy. You're not grinding that with a few micros. Yeah, Nick, he was on a three micros. Oh, micros. Now, was it 10 or 20 micros? I mean, you can you have, micros will add up to a mini if you put enough of them on. Just because you say you trade micros and you slap on 20 micros, it's not the same. Nick's like I used to. You might as well just go slap on the minis at that point. At least just go slap you two minis. That way you do away with some fees. Oh, because those fees will eat you up at 20 micros. Took multiple trades. That's pretty good if you had a decent day. I walked away early this morning. I just felt myself struggling. I did have some okay trades during my funded futures today. But this morning I just walked away. So, and what sucks is the very next trade setup happened at the top of that 15 minutes this morning. So let's see. Where are we at? Yep. Yeah, so this one right here. So this is probably where I got stopped out in this big wick. You had like a three candle pullback, your 15-minute held. This would have been a candle that I would have entered on right here. Once we kind of broke above our 15 minutes, you wick back into the opening range and then pop. So that's kind of like one of my favorite setups that I look for in the morning, but you don't get them every day. But this one's super clean looking, where you're using that 15 minutes is kind of like your as your stop loss. Or actually, I can't tell where the top of that 15 minutes is. Okay, no, this one was the top of the opening 15 minutes. So this would have been like your opening orb trade if you do that 8:30 or 9:30 to 9:45. So this would have been your setup here for that trade like that. This one up here would have been the one that I would have been looking for because I had wanted us back above the hourly candle where we print above it, then retest. So I think I did take this trade with two micros on account. I think I remember taking that one this morning. But it was just on an eval. Then the one that we took during my funded futures would have been this one here. I tried the long, but we ended up getting stopped out for the long. But we also had a three candle or the 5 minute three candle pullback. And so we did take this trade, but we only got about 20 points out of it. I mean, this would have been perfect because it formed this order block here with a gap. And so this one would have been a nice setup here too. Now this setup failed me last week. I took this same setup last week. I looked just like this same pattern, and this thing ended up basically pulling back right into this gap and just dumping 200 points on the very next move down. Man, look at all this. That must have been all the earnings and stuff that we had this evening. Yeah, sometimes it's just best to walk away because I know what'll happen if I stay on. I gotta walk away from my fundeds because I just cannot do any. I don't want to do more damage to them or take second trades. I've already had kind of like a fairly rough week. And it almost started yesterday whenever I took the winning trade that I thought was on my funded and I was on an eval. It just seems like ever since yesterday that happened, like I was just, it's just been just everything I do has just been on the wrong side lately. And what sucks when it gets like that, you start questioning yourself. Like that's the only thing that sucks when you start, especially trading the New York, because everything is happening so fast, and you start questioning every single trade, and you don't hit the entry quick enough, or you're getting in too late, and a lot of times that's what'll end up happening. And I used to do that real bad with my fundeds. I haven't done that in a while, but so that's why I have to walk away and just kind of get away from them, then come back tomorrow and get back in the right. But I don't think I'm a copy trade tomorrow. I think I'm just going to stick to one funded a trade tomorrow. That way, if I take a loss, I can trade the next one maybe on the second move or something. But we're not going to copy trade three accounts tomorrow. Your long three contracts looking for a quick pop. Okay. I don't like the log unless we go down there and tap the above the pivot. You already know about the pivot, so I'm not going to long above unless we're above the pivot, or either that or we go down there and bounce off 35. Just full port everything. I can't do the full port thing. I would do an eval full port, but I'm not going to do a full port funded. I was in a 2.5 hour trade today. Holy goodness, that's pretty good. Oh, you said you got on the wrong side and you're like, I would like to YOLO here. Okay. Nice. Uh, let's see. Did we make it to 9 o'clock? Yeah. Oh, I know what I told you guys I was gonna do tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. I said I was gonna do a elusive giveaway tonight. I forgot. We can still do it. It's just 10 o'clock. Let's see. I have to set it up real quick. But I think you would have to go to the horizontal screen to enter. And I can put the link. For some reason, I can't see where it says giveaway at on that because I have a vertical. Oh, there it is. So the last person won was CSK. All right, so we'll do it for like 20 minutes or something since I forgot. And that way it gives you time to join. All right. All you got to do is put in exclamation husk in the horizontal page, and I will put the links in there so that you can join. Let me get the link real quick. There you go. That's the link to the horizontal page if you want to enter the giveaway. Yeah, there's the link, Christy. If you let me make sure it's working. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh yeah, Nick already received a ticket, so okay. And that would be for a 50K Lucid Flex. Oh yeah, no kidding. The diamond hands. Right now, guys, we're just kind of just chopping sideways. We're just in what, a 30-point range, so there's not really a lot to do here. I put a link right there above your name. You see where it says Huss. Then this, if you click on that one, that should carry you to the that should carry you over to the horizontal page. You got to do it in the other lobby because I can't have Streamlabs in both lobbies, so it's only in the horizontal page. So you would have to go to wrong one, Little Bear, or did I copy the wrong one? Wrong one. Let me make sure I didn't copy the wrong one. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Nuh-uh. Just click on the copy and paste that link in your search tab. Or okay, maybe it won't let you copy paste. Let's see. Yeah, it will. Will it not let you click on that link there? Oh, it's not letting you clean. Will it let you copy it? Or you can just go to my YouTube channel. It should have both lives on there. There should be 2 lives for that link. Oh, it don't allow you to report. No? See, you should be able to just go to YouTube, view channel. See, there should be 2 of them. It should say Trading Futures NASDAQ Live. It's going to be that one there. And the vertical one is just called Live Trading Futures. Well, Nick, are you in the vertical one or are you in the horizontal? Maybe I got them backwards. Little Bear, is that the horizontal or vertical screen that you're in? Just put an H for horizontal and a V for vertical in the chat. I'm pretty sure this is horizontal because that's usually the only one Methodical Man comes to most of the time. The bottom one? Oh, okay. Okay, so that would be horizontal. It's going to be the horizontal one, Gamut. Like I said, if you go to my, sorry, YouTube page, there should be two of them, and it should be this one here. You figured it out. It should be pretty good odds because I don't think there's going to be a lot of people in it. So, I mean, there's only 3 people that's entered right now. So, actually, no, 2 because I don't count. So, we only have 2 people. Okay, 3 here with the. Okay, so you can go back to vertical. You won't. You just had to come over here and enter. So you'll have to go to the horizontal page. Still got 12 minutes. I got to figure out how do you pin. I see Methodical Man pin stuff in the chat. I don't know how to do that though. Where you can just click on it. It's okay. We can do it tonight. It's not a big deal. Let's see. It's not doing nobody no good just sitting there because it's just sitting there. Yeah, this is the vertical one, Nick. Oil had a crazy bull run today. Look at is did Christy just double dipped? Is that what I'm seeing? Did you just double dip? Yeah. Double dipping with the multiple emails. You pulling a little Methodical Man there. That's what Methodical Man does. He'll be over here with Methodical Man, John Carter, Maxie. I don't know. He'll be doing all kind of stuff. Oh shoot, that's pretty funny. Trying to get some better odds. You should. We only have 4 people that's enter it. So, hey, look, I knew John was lurking in the corner somewhere. He's like Uncle John. Uncle John's over there. He's like, let me get a free account for a PP Touch. That's Oh goodness. Get a, shoot, he's probably got about 10 to 15 free accounts over there. Oh goodness. Come on down. Yeah, there's just nothing. I'm either waiting for like 33 to go down there, maybe hit off 30, 35, 36, or we need to get back above that pivot. Right now, we're just kind of ranging in a little 20, 30 point range, and I don't feel like playing the range. So we're doing a giveaway for anybody who wants to join the giveaway in the horizontal YouTube page. You just have to go there and put exclamation Husk to enter a chance to win a free Luciv eval flex, 50K flex eval. I will put it like a little teaser trade and risk maybe like $60 at the 36. Yeah, horizontal. Yeah, the vertical one is like the up and down, more kind of like TikTok or your cell phones, or it's just skinny. Got 7 minutes left. This is just a filler trade. I probably won't let it go more than 10 points, so we'll risk $40 of our profit. So only 7 minutes left. Orioles about to break out. I want to say this level got smashed last night. Not this particular level, but I think I tried to take a similar trade last night around this level, and it got its butt ran through. All right, guys, 5 minutes left. Why not short to what again? This level could get ran. Then the next level down would be that previous day high at 511. All right. Yeah, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. That beginning of the bull run is at 450. I don't know, guys. Y'all think we rerun all those big moves from the earnings? I mean, it's a long ways down there. I mean, shoot. Besides this here, I mean, I think this is the only thing really holding us up. I'm not going to risk probably no more than like 5 to 10 points here. So if I feel like we're going to lose this level, and if it miss me and go up five, like I just feel like it just missed me. I'm just looking for 5 points in a runner. And I don't know if I want to try it for the second push. And just barely missed us too. God dang it. I'm talking about less than not even a point. Whew. And I was only looking for 5 to 15 points, basically a push back up to 450. I can attempt to leave this here for a second push, but I don't know if that's yeah, that second push, man. You know it's not going to work. That was the first. You want that first hit, but unfortunately we missed it. Yeah, that's how you get wrecked. Try to take that second hit. And we're only wanting 5 to 10 points, 15 at the most. You know, just looking for a quick reaction. Ugh. I don't know. We got 1 minute 30 seconds left on this candle. All right, we got 2 minutes left. We will watch it closely. Either that or we're going to break even fast if it pops. I don't know if it will. I feel like we already missed a move, so this one's going to be very, very iffy if we get the second push here. Well, don't take it the second time, Nick. You're only supposed to take it that first time. And if you miss it, you just miss it. There's this thing. Man, is this thing rerun this gap fill in here? Oh, you think we're going all the way down? Yeah, there's a very big possibility that we go all the way back down because we have those earning big number. We're only going to risk about 10 points. If it can't move back up, we will just get out of this. All right, we're already at break even. Just because that was the second push. All right. Oh, well. We don't want to get caught in that. I already knew that stuff wasn't going to work out on the second push, man, but we thought it would give it a whirl. All right. Very good odds. So I don't count, and we'll have to see what John Carter says. Yes, I won. Nice. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support and the congratulations. Oh, Little Bear Trader won. I know I did it. uh, I don't know. Does Little Bear deserve a free account? Because she has she has full port intentions, guys. So it's really she's not going to respect the free account. Yep, Little Bear won. But she's gonna be like Monday or tomorrow or something like, man, I want full I want full port. Uh, I can see the conversation now. Crash Man's like, I support the full port. Oh goodness. I think we get a. I still think maybe we get a decent pullback still. Maybe this could be the bottom here for us to pull back up. No, Mr. K. This is MNQ. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Little Bear, do you got a Lucif account? You've signed up for Lucif before, right? I can't remember. All right. Let's see here. Whoa. Dude, just smash. We just smashed through the that previous session high from yesterday. Woo. Nice. All right. I'm just going to take a picture of it. Little Bear. Oh, boner. Red Rocket. Holy goodness, guys. That is insane. Woo. It's going good, Rufin. Thank you. Look at the nice bounce off of the previous day high session here. Dude, we just sliced and diced through all those levels. Dude, and there's still 3 minutes left on this 5 minute candle, guys. I'm not going to FOMO. It's very hard not to want to jump in this. I have no idea, man. This thing just, I mean, I thought we would at least get a little pullback off that 36, then maybe have a little bit hard time running through that next support level between what 500 to 550. I didn't think we would slice through it within like 10 seconds. Because that thing just completely sliced through it. I thought it was going to struggle a little bit to from 500 to 450. Like I thought it was going to struggle, not struggle, but it would have took a little bit to get through this here. Nice rejection off the previous day high off of 400s. But it's hard to catch those knife falls like that. Yeah, Christy, you could chase that, but like what'll happen is if you don't time that right and you say you try to jump in at the last second, you're this thing's already pulled back up 60 points. You just get your account wrecked. So that's why I try not to chase these 5 minute candles. Asian market's really, really slow. I'm hopping in with 2 micros and made $500 on that. Nice, Lawless. Heck yeah. Sorry, I have to. I got to keep an eye on my TikTok page because it'll close down, guys. So I have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, definitely got a big old red rocket candle to the downside. Little red rocket here. If you know, you know with the red rocket. Sorry, I'm missing one of my chats. Oh, there it is. Yeah, nice call out. I just didn't expect it to happen so fast. Now, I might like the short if we can close below the previous day's session high. Or even I guess this 50 may even be a decent area off the bottom of this support here. You just not I'm not sure like how big of a retracement we're going to have. I mean, I wouldn't think that we would push all the way back up. I didn't really pull fib on this and look for the 50% mark. I didn't know how much we would struggle to get back through this. Uh, 50% is pretty much that gap fill in all the way back up at 500s. Yeah, we can. I mean, you could take a possible cheap trade here. If it starts, maybe if we can get back below the 40s or something and use the 50 or the, where all this consolidation as your support. You know, if it's going to hold. Either that or you like to see this candle kind of print like little like this, then hopefully the next candle would be the breakout for whatever direction we're going to go. Yeah. What time was that burst? Oh, usually it's the top of the hour that we get those. That was almost like the 30-minute candle. I didn't grab any of this short. I was actually looking for long off of, well, I was looking for like a 5 or 10 point trade off of that, the 30 area back up there. And I missed that entry. And we were just looking for 5 or 10 points. So we've still got about 2 minutes left here. I feel like it's probably safer to wait for the next 5 minute candle. Ooh. You're thinking 330s? All right, we'll see if we can. All right, now we can keep a negative drawdown and just risk the points into the runner. That's pretty much what we do when we go for those 5 points sometimes. Oh, yeah, if you called that short, that was just insane. There was no way I was going to chase it. All right, so this runner may get stopped out here. Got 20 seconds left for a new candle. So this is still somewhat of a break-even trade. I think 50. I don't really want it back up into this consolidation zone. I think back above 55, I'll just close my runner out, unless it don't give me time to. It didn't even really give me. Mm, I feel like your stop loss would have to be up here to be safe. I just don't want to risk any of the profits that we have, so it'll just be a break even trade. Then we can always re-enter depending on which direction it goes. I mean, I don't see how it's not going to hit our stop loss because this thing looks pretty twitchy. All right, runner got stopped. I think we're still up. Let's see. Ah, shoot. I was on the wrong account. We lost $20 off that other account. Yeah, we're still up 85 and 97. That was that gold trade I took earlier. I lost $20 of my gold trade account. Dang it. Oh no, I would never trade freaking whatchamacallit funded accounts at nighttime. So this is an inside bar. I mean, I guess I usually will take these during the New York session. Going to lunch. Yeah, if you're going to trade this time of the night, little bear, don't try not to over leverage. You got to remember, I'm only going in with a few micros. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for too, David. I'm going to wait until we break back below this candle here. Okay, so you're trying to stick to micros. We still got a minute 30 seconds left. A minute 30 seconds left on this candle. So a lot of times what I do, little bear, at this time of the night is I make most of my money on the larger moves most nights. So I'll go in with three micros, look for a quick like 5 points, 6 points or whatever, then use my runner will be a negative drawdown. So this way it's still kind of a break even trade if it doesn't work out. All right, inside bar is about to break here. Nope. Got 30 seconds left, and we're about to have a new 5 minute candle. We are trading MNQ, Cal. All right, there's the break. Inside bar paid. Let's see how much it's going to pay. Be nice if we can rerun this whole wick. Don't know if we will. I mean, it's still kind of twitchy. So far, inside bar paid 15 points. Oh, you called it at 453. I was waiting for the inside bar break, is what I was waiting on, professional. So basically, we have these two inside bars basically consolidation bars on the 5 minutes, and so I was waiting for the break of those inside bars. The 5 minutes pretty much between the 50 and 200 moving average. Mm. If we break the previous day high session here, I will move my stop loss to here so we can try to lock in some profit. We just need to get through this session high here. All right, nice. We got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. I like using fibs a lot, especially on 5-minute candles. We could not close below the session high last time, and we pretty much pulled all the way back up. So the inside bar offered a nice entry. And that's how we entered that trade, what we were talking about on the 5-minute inside bar. I don't usually take them this time of the night, but it just seems like we still had more room to run down. And this was just probably this was all earning numbers after hours. So I think it was like Meta, or I think Apple earnings are coming out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, your golden pocket on that, you're looking for like your 60 to 70% pullback, David. So this next candle that prints, this may offer another entry if you miss the inside bar. So what you want to see is we're about to have a brand new print candle. You want to see the wick up into the 510s and hold, then short as it's going below 200 or 400s. Unless it don't pull back. I mean, that's the only way it'd be tough to get in. If I wasn't in the trade, that's how I would re-enter it. So you want to see the previous session high hold here with that current mid-session. Then you can have like a 10-point stop loss as it comes back through 400. You just want to see this hold up here. Oh, it does not hold. Come on, hold up. All right. We're not going to take profit on this. I'm going to make sure that, see if it could just be the 25 level. Now, if you lose to 25, you're probably going to at least get another push back up, what, 50? I guess since this was kind of like a news candle, it probably doesn't have a lot of liquidity there. So that's probably what this is. That's why you're not getting, it's not respecting the previous session high because it's just one big ass wick. It's not any consolidation. I didn't really think about that till now that I'm sitting here looking at this because this was the previous high. If you like to play whole numbers, a lot of times you'll push down to 400s. You'll get a push back up to 25. A lot of times, this second push of the 25 we may go through. But after it hits the 25, you really want to start seeing it push back down. If we blast through the 30s here, it's probably going to stop us out. I'm just seeing if it we stop here at these wicks. No, doesn't look like it's going to respect them. Maybe. All right, we'll probably go to break even here because I don't think it'll survive a second push. So I like to trade in between whole numbers, David. The market likes to run in between, the 100 level, the 25, the 50, 75, and hundreds. If you start watching the market, you'll notice that we constantly bounce off those levels, or we'll hit those levels, reject, and go back through those levels. A lot of times I'll trade in between the whole numbers. So, like, I won't short. Like, if I'm looking for shorts and we just crossed over back into a new, like, say if we broke the 400s, I hardly ever will take the first short into a whole number. So I'd wait for it to push down to 75, then it will come back up to 400. Then as it's coming back through the second time is where I would short. Then you're looking for the next push down to 50. Then a lot of times we'll hit that 50 for the first time, push all the way back up to the whole number or the 100 level, then come back down. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Just, if you sit here and watch charts a lot, you'll see that pattern happen over and over quite a bit. It's kind of like whenever you break the whole number for the first time. Let's say you first time breaking 400. Most of the time you'll hit the 25 to 30 level, then pull back into the whole number. So a lot of times I'll wait for that first push, pull back into the whole number. Then when it's starting to push back up to break the 25 level, I would look for longs and looking for a run up to 50. Or there's one guy, Fish Lips. He takes trades on every single whole number, like when it's in discount. Wasn't sure if we were going to survive that or not. We haven't. We got to get through this. Got to get through this. This thing is looking very whippy right now. We need a red rocket to their downside. I have a runner from 32 at the moment, and my stop loss is about 2 points in. I was hoping that we would get it pushed down to 50, but we may end up getting stopped out on the runner. That's okay, though. No, we're on the MNQ KBN. So another little inside bar here, guys. We've got a minute 30 seconds left. I don't know if this thing will survive another hit. It's already hit the wicks one time, so I don't think the second time it's going to survive. So it looks like our runner's about to get stopped out here. All right, runner got stopped. Hey, at least you're getting some nice looking movement here tonight. Let's see, where would we... The ES did not, man, it's like... About to have a new 5-minute candle here. No, we took the short of the inside bar. We hit the first target, but our runner got stopped out. I'm still liking shorts. The one level is still holding nicely here. So if this candle prints green and we get kind of like this bearish, get this bullet bearish flag here, I will take the short. Well, thanks, Zach. You want to see it push all the way back up to the 500? Oh, you do have the big gap fill in, so you possibly could get that push in. I'm just not sure if it'll get through this consolidation period here. That. And that's kind of what you were shorting off of a while ago if you did take this short. I was hoping that we would have got a lot bigger move on that. So really, I mean, you only got what 30, so about 30 points. It did pay about 30 points on the inside bar. Williams like 3 years or so, consistently 3 years. I'm not sure about I don't know because I don't really ever really watch the FVGs. I mean, I see them, but I don't ever trade off of them. I guess it probably took 2.5. Then I want to say overall, I'm probably still in the red if if you take how much money you spend for the first couple years. Unfortunately, that's usually the way it is for most people when they start out. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of on their own timetable. I mean, that's why most people end up quitting. They don't, it's just so hard to just keep going sometimes, or struggling to get whatever emotions they're dealing with, or I think that's probably the biggest issue that I know. It was never really the trading. It was always accepting losses and trying to get your reds back or over leveraging. It was always stupid stuff like that that sabotaged me. Like I've recently have gotten a lot better about accepting my losses. So if I take a loss, I just put the account away. And that is something that I've gotten a lot better at. Like that's something I really worked on last year. Like, instead, like a lot of times you'll take those losses and you want to get the money back on the very next trade or the trade after that. Like just just live with the loss. It's hard sometimes, but I think that's the only way to keep your account safe. And at least that's what has helped me. And have about the same amount of money loss every day. And that's another thing I do. I try to keep my losses to around about 100 to about 120 to 140. So like right now, I've taken back-to-back losses the last 2 days, but I think my losses are about the same. So if you look at my losses, they're always about the same. I don't ever all my losses except for one time back in December. So that was probably my largest loss back in December. But most of my losses are usually about 100 and something bucks. So 187, that was probably a fairly I probably took two trades on that one. I'm not sure why that's 187 or I moved my stop loss. 138, 76, 134. Then these are the two losses that I've taken the last 2 days on this account. So 140 and 130. So that has probably helped me the most by keeping my accounts, just accepting my losses and just come back today. Like today, I had to get off the charts. I could not stay on the charts because I've already took like 2 straight days of losses. I had to walk away. It was like I can't, I cannot stay on here, so I had to get off the charts this morning. I did not want to let Papa Powell get the best of me. So this account here is probably the closest to payout. Where we're at 26,000. We were over 27,000, but we lost the last 2 days. but I'm copy trading, so these are going to be the same losses. So 148 and 130 and 127, 125. So all the losses are about the same. The only thing about that, though, some days is if you got that strict stop loss, there's a some of those losses. I was right in the direction. It's just I couldn't withstand the stop loss. I didn't have my count where it needed to be, so it would come back and stop me out, then go. So that does happen sometimes whenever you got such a tight stop loss and you don't want to risk very much money. I can't tell you how many, there's probably been multiple of those losses that's happened to. So, no, I don't use the lockout setting. I just cut the account off. Like sometimes I'll just disconnect and just because I'm trading on like multiple prop firms. So I will take this short here on this bear flag. If we push it. My previous trade was a loss today. Actually, the last 2 days have been losses on my fundeds. And most of the time, I'm trading like the 5 minutes and the off of the higher time frames in the morning. But the last few days have been just so choppy. We have not been getting clean. I don't really have a certain time at night. It's usually if I just start getting sleepy. Uh, but I usually am off by 11 o'clock at night. There's one setup that I've been wanting to do at night, but I have not really been able to stay up late, and that's trading the midnight candle. If you guys are up, maybe you can try it. Let me get it marked out for you here. Oh, oh, it's already on there. I feel like it at least pays 10 points every time, but I haven't been able to stay awake. So it opened here. It's almost like, let's see. Yeah, it paid freaking 20, 30 points right there. So this is just an indicator on TradingView. And so what it is it's the midnight opening candle. I've been trying to look for a way that to trade off at this level. There's always a lot of support at this level. So if you're looking for a nice resistance area for the morning time, just look for your midnight candle. I mean, you can see some nights that we lose that midnight opener, man. It's just like it just sells off like multiple nights. It seems almost like every night, whatever way you pretty much find support above the midnight candle, we just go straight up or straight down. See, midnight candle straight up. You can then a nice retest on that one. And a lot of times, what I'll do during the New York session, we almost every day come back to the midnight opener. So if we open up high way above the midnight candle, I will go into the session looking for shorts. even though that didn't happen until lunchtime. But it seems like we always migrate back to that level. Most days. This day, it looks like we didn't get back to the midnight opener, but it just went straight up. So if you're up at midnight, maybe take a look at it. Or it looks like one of these levels that you could possibly hedge, you know, just if you want to hedge some evals or something, just go long and short at the midnight candle and see if not trying to, you know, don't want nobody the little full porting. Yep, straight down. Yeah. So, for anybody that's looking for a setup here, first target hit. Does it continue? Dude, the three candle breakout with the 5 minutes, man, that seems like that thing pays at least 10 points every time. You're just looking for 3 5-minute candles that are nice green. And as soon as it breaks the top of that next candle on the red candle back down. And a lot of times you can just look for the previous swing. I'm going to take the safe level, the possible, I guess I'm going to do 81. I'm not going to try the bigger move because last time I got wrecked doing that. Oh, your short ended up working out nice. Yeah, I could even get stopped out here. Man, we're still kind of struggling to get through these 400s. If you want a safe stop loss, your stop loss needs to be here at 453, but I'm not going to do that. But that's where your stop loss needs to be at if you don't know where to put your stop loss. And that would be the swing. That's something I used to struggle with when I first started trading is where to put my stop loss. That seemed like that took a while. Then if you just want to play this the way it's supposed to be played, you're just looking for it to run here, to run the swing. So you would want to see it just wick past this, and that should be your trade. If you took the 5-minute breakout. Like I said, this could easily pull back up here, guys. Like I said, your stop loss needs to be here. But like I said, I am not going to hold on to a 25-point stop loss. That would be that just doesn't work for me. I'll just take my runner and just get my runner just get stopped out. I'm hoping we can just push through the 400s. I don't even know why we're having so many problems getting through this session high, because this is not a normal session high. This was just a wick. So we took the 5-minute breakout. So basically, what you're looking, when I take these, I'm just looking for three 5-minute candles that are just making higher lows, and whatever candle breaks the last higher low, you just get short from that level, and then you just look for a trade down to the swing here, which would be 95. Or a lot of times I just look for 10 points in runners. Or in the night times, I just look for 5 points in runners. Because sometimes 10 points is hard to get in the Asia market. Excuse me. Whew. No. We do have some wicks up there, so we may get saved by some wicks. You have a wick here and a wick here. I think if we can just stay right above those wicks, we may be okay. Or if you pull fib on this big 5-minute candle, a lot of times I like to see the 30% hold up. There's your first wick test. Just broke through that wick. Your next wick's going to be at the 25, 27. So more than 10 points is basically a break-even trade for me. So if it goes back up there and hits the 31, 32, that's just a break-even trade. It'll just take away the profits that we just made on the first couple contracts. You kind of like to see it create a little order block here. That's what it looks like it's going to happen. We just need this to be like a dump candle. Yeah, Asia market's tough some nights. I have my struggles with it in the Asia market. Last night I took a big loss on my eval last night, man. I got caught in some like crazy sell off last night. And what sucks is I knew, like, man, I even said it while it was going down. I was like, dude, Asia market likes to pull back. And I got stopped out. That thing went down another like 10 points, then went all the way back up 80 points last night. So I could have got out of my trade with profit last night if I'd have just held. That's the only good thing about trading Asia. If you get yourself in a little bit of a pickle, if you're not over leveraged, most days it will retrace itself. Unless it's just kind of like one of them black swan events where it just sells off 200 or 300 points. And that doesn't happen very often. The only time I ever really pay attention to Nvidia stuff is whenever they have earnings. Man, I don't guess we're gonna be able to push down here, guys. We'll get a 1K sell off pretty. Oh yeah, you know it's coming. I just hope it doesn't have to have gas go up to $150 a barrel. Oh man, because it seems like the Nasdaq has been doing whatever the opposite of the gas, oil. So whatever oil is doing, the Nasdaq is doing the complete opposite. Luckily, I don't have to do a lot of driving, so I stay home most of the time. Most of the time. I think I only went two places today because I didn't have to have anything else to do. So once I was done on my funded futures, I went to Smoothie King, and I had to go to the Walmart pharmacy. That was it. I have a dog that's a diabetic, and she has to have insulin every day. Well, she's a diabetic, but she has a Cushing's disease. I guess that's what caused her diabetes stuff. She has Cushing's or whatever it's called. One of them diseases that older dogs get. So I think those are the only thing. Yep, drugs and smoothies. Those are the only two things I had to do today. I have to one night this week, guys. I have to set up a new streaming thing because so usually whenever I go out of town, I usually like pack my desktop and computer, and it's so much work to take all this stuff down. But I got a laptop with a few like 21-inch monitors that I'm going to start taking with me because I'm supposed to go to Georgia in 2 more weeks. So I'll be back at my sister's house, the one that you probably I was streaming there last month for a week. So, and, excuse me, and we'll be streaming there again in 2 weeks. So, or I guess we could always go to Methodical Man's house. He's like right down the road. I think he lives probably what maybe 20 miles from my sister's house, 15 miles maybe, something like that. I'm not sure the exact amount, but 20-minute drive down the road. 20 minutes. Come on. Dude, if we can just mm, get through the 400s here. 2750. Whew. Dude, is that you think we go that far down? I mean, there is nothing down here holding us up. I just don't understand why are we selling off. I thought I wanted to target the 50s while ago. I wanted to target this pullback here, and we have another one down at 300. But I feel like that 50 was the safe target because we've already hit this wick. That's why I was like surprised that we're holding up so well at this previous day high because all it is this wick here. Oh no, it's there's a lot here. Never mind. There's a lot over there. Over yonder. All right. No, no, we're not neighbors. I live 12, 13 hours from there. I live in Northwest Arkansas. He lives in Northeast Georgia. But that's where most of my family lives, is in Madison County, or I mean Northeast Georgia. So he lives I want to say like 3 miles from my mom's house, and and probably 15 to 20 miles from my sister. But yeah, super close to my other family. Well, the immediate family, I guess. I'm not sure what the second cousin falls under. So he would actually be my mom's first cousin. Woo, I was really hoping we would sell off by now, but not really sure. I don't know how many more pushes this thing has. Like I said, if you wanted to play this safe, your stop loss would have to be up there, but I'm not going to do that. Do much. In Alabama, Cousins is your wife. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're allowed to marry relatives. Most states make you take blood tests. In the At least I know Georgia does, if I'm not mistaken. I am not sure. Yeah, second cousins would be a little too close. Yeah, I'm feeling the big short. I mean, I'm feeling like we could have a big sell off too. I'm just not really sure. Like I said, I don't really want to risk my profit. So, or we'll basically lose the profit that we made on the two contracts. Yeah, I gotta learn how to read the VIX because I've heard multiple people bring up the VIX, but I've never used the VIX. I've heard other people bring up the VIX, like multiple people, but I've never used it. Can you get VIX on TradingView? Let's see. Uh, so will it be? I'm not even sure if that's the right thing for the VIX. Let's see. I might have it there. Do you know if that's the right one here? It's for. I don't know if that's the right emblem or not. That doesn't look right at all. Hmm. Uh, we can try a whatchamacallit, a ninja page. Does that look right there? CBOE volatility index. Okay, so it is 18. It's not like I really know what that means as far as that, this goes. So does this make the move before Nasdaq does usually? So if the VIX is heading down, the Nasdaq is probably following. Okay, we'll just look. We'll kind of watch it a little bit tomorrow. Yeah, it looks like our runner's about to get stopped out, guys. We just have the one micro runner left. Oh, it's the opposite. I don't know. I've never watched the VIX, Nick, so I couldn't tell you. No, they're saying it just kind of measures the volatility in the market. Yeah, that's probably like one of those things I'll have to play, like watch some videos or something, so someone can give like a brief little definition of it. But I know multiple people use the VIX. All right, so low VIX bullish market. What do you consider low and high in the VIX? Okay, so under 20, the VIX is typically low. Then, so like today, where did we get to today? No, we still stayed under 20 today. Okay. I'll just save it and look at it tomorrow whenever we're trading and see what it shows. Okay. Excuse me. Are you talking about the VIX? I don't know anything about the VIX. I know I've heard multiple people bring it up to me, but I don't know hardly anything about it. Yeah, the oil has been manipulating really bad lately. I think we're at 109 on oil, so all right, runner finally got stopped out, guys. That's gonna probably be the last trade of the night. We're probably not gonna take any more. I think we came close to making I think $100 in two accounts, almost. We're 89 in one and 97 in the other. Use it to hedge most of the time. I'll have to look up some information on that and seeing how to use it, and someone like physically show me. I mean, I know people can put in the chat how to look at it, but I just need to visually see it. Yeah, the $100 we made off of gold. So we did go in a little heavy on a gold trade earlier. I don't know how. I show you how we're taking the gold trades. Let's see. You don't usually take it after 9 o'clock. Usually you do it between 6 and 9 if you're trading the gold. So the last, I don't know where that one, I want to say it was here, it looks like maybe. Or this one maybe. I think it had to be this one. So that had to be your first one there because it's a 3 candle setup. This is the one you would have been entered on looking for 10 points, and this created another swing. See, 3 candles. So you're looking for a candle to be the one in the middle has to be the lowest point, and your entry would be at the body of this candle, and that's your next entry straight up. So 2 for 2. So let's see. And this would be your next one. And that one was also a winner. So 3 for 3. This one, don't know. So I guess this one's kind of panning out at the moment. I'm not sure how much it pulled back. Well, no, yeah. So that only pulled back a few points. I feel like I missed one because I remember Methodical Man saying there was another one. But you wouldn't take this one anyway because it's after the 10 o'clock or after 9 o'clock or whenever that cutoff. It's just for 3 hours worth of trading when you take those gold trades. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back for the New York session. Hopefully tomorrow we can kind of get back in our winning ways because we've been struggling this week so far. But thank you guys for watching and hanging out tonight. Good luck the rest of the night if you're going to continue trading. We didn't really get any big moves tonight, but there was quite a bit of opportunities for 5 to 10 points if that's what you're looking for. So this setup here, this is what I like to trade sometimes on evals. So you're just looking for 3 candle pullback, basically a bear flag. And so once it breaks this here, you just get short, looking for 5 or 10 points. Sometimes you get your runners. You can look forward to see if we can run that previous body, which in this case we didn't. So there was one level up here I missed, and that was at the 36. I want to say that was that one I was just looking for like 10 points before this big sell off. Yeah, so it would have been this bounce here. Like I said, we missed it. We missed it by less than a point. It went to 37, and I think we had our thing like at 34.50 or something. Let's see what that one paid. So 37. Looks like it would at least got 10 to 15 points. It says chats tonight. Scratch day wait. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for watching tonight, guys. Everyone have a wonderful evening. If you're going to continue trading, be careful. Oh, you're thinking sell gold tonight, Trevor or Noah? Yeah, we'll be back for New York session. We got to get it. We got to get a winner tomorrow. We can't be having 3-day losses. But tomorrow I'm not going to copy trade though. So we're just going to trade one account, and so this way if we take a loss, we'll trade another one. So we'll go back to copy trading maybe next week. All right, thank you guys. I have to find all my stuff to